Hey ladies and genatos and the rest, today we're gonna be killing the bosses of the Lordaeron Heroic on Warcraft Rumble. We're going to do that using only 6 minutes with no talents, no heroes, and I'm gonna show you some great, cool things, how to avoid mechanics, how to cheat, and what to use to do things as effortlessly as possible. Let's get into the first boss. So Chief Audrey, you only have one thing to worry about. You're looking at it. Every 45 seconds, she's gonna spawn 4 meat wagons. I believe in normal it's only 2. So what you do is... And the second 2, you just kill them by hand. Also, you need to have Banshee in this encounter, because you're gonna have plenty of these things here, gargoyles and abominations. The boss is very strong against low HP targets and very weak against high HP targets. Well, that doesn't prevent me from using my chickens. I'm just gonna turn her away from the chickens, and yeah, that's pretty much the fight. Banshee and the Whelpex right here to make it significantly easier to counter. That's it. Let's go. Okay. Let's go, let's go. No, I will not join you for stew. Yeah, I go like this. I don't use Whelpex for it yet. Take the gargoyle. I'm deploying the Whelpex on the left side, and I'm gonna pay for it. The fight is not really that hard. I don't really see any difficulties that you might experience. Especially if you deploy a Whelpex right where I say, right here, you should not have any problems. So the only annoying thing is when this meat wagons come out for the second time. Actually, right here, right now. So if I had the Whelpex right here, first of all, they both would have died right away. And the good thing about deploying Whelpex here is that when these meat wagons die, the Whelpex, if you have both of these towers, obviously, the Whelpex, they just go this way and they kill other meat wagons. So deploying Whelpex here, it's like the best thing in the world. And again, you can time it because, like I said, every 45 seconds these things will come out. So you can time it correctly so the abomination that comes out from here too doesn't hit them. So that's how it works. I'm doing things obviously incorrectly, but you can have... this can be even easier for you if you do what I say, not what I do. As you can see, I'm doing something else and I had no idea what was happening, and here's what was happening. That's how easy this boss is. Son of Arugal is, for me, the hardest encounter of this zone. I've struggled a lot with this guy. There is one thing you should be afraid of. Are you actually looking at this thing right now? So these 3 Worgens, if you'd forgotten, during the day, these Worgens look like, the British gentlemen with big hats. During the night, they are Worgens. So the gentlemen can be killed easily. Worgens are much harder to kill. The problem is that there is always night here. There's never a day, so they're always going to be like that. And these are not the minis that are spawned by AI for gold. These are just the heroic, these are mechanic from this boss that he always sends at you. And these Worgens have a Bloodlust talent. There is one more thing you should know. It's not really... there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to know that. I'm gonna click play. Watch. See? Every 4 seconds the boss gets 1 more gold. All the time. There is absolutely nothing you can do about it. I tried to spawn something by him. I tried to capture towers, kill Worgens. Nothing helps. He just keeps getting 1 gold every 4 seconds. Expect enormous amount of troops sent to you. Like I said, if you defeat this encounter, don't worry about the rest of the zone. Son of Arugal. The developers that came up with this fight, I wish you all the worst. This was so bad. It's going to look easy as always, but man, I've struggled with that. I only have bad memories about this, man. Oh, sorry. the amount of things that are sent at you is just enormous. So the tower is gonna, yeah, right here, it's gonna tank for us. It was an accident. It was like after a million of attempts, I knew how to do it, so that I don't have to spend any tanking troops to actually kill these 3 Worgens. Then we deploy Whelpex here, so now they're gonna come out and they kill everybody on the left side, and we are taking the tower on the right side. We're going to use Gargoyle as a tank against the boss. Gargoyle hits boss really hard, and yeah, and I paused it because I'm thinking, yeah, see, every 4 seconds this guy gets gold. Oh my god, it's just so bad. 2-2-2. Deploying the second Gargoyle. We need to kill this guy right now, right here, because if we don't, this second wave of everything, they're just gonna, like, we're doomed. We're not gonna survive that. See? The boss has to die, it's just, period. That's how it's done. This is the hardest thing to do, and don't think it's so easy because it looks easy. Bloodmage Thalnos. He is the 3rd boss of the zone. His heroic mechanic is all these banshees are coming at you to your core, and they do enormous amount of damage if they actually hit your core. So the way you counter this whole zone is you do this. So the chickens are going to take this whole left line. They will kill all the banshees. They will take all the gold. All you have to do is just, even if they get killed by this whatever the zombie thing with the pumpkins, even if they get killed, they give you enormous amount of value. They get you all the gold, and then you just take the left path, come to the boss and kill the boss, and you survive at the core. Yeah, this is probably like the easiest fight. There is absolutely nothing to say. Thalnos boss behaves exactly like your hero. So you turn him away by summoning Quillbor. Quillbor can tank him very well because Quillbor has resistant and Thalnos attacks with the magic damage. That's the fight. He's nothing special. I told you why. He's just... Chickens! Man, for PvE, I'd put chickens in like top 5 most used minis, at least by me. That's how good they are. Yeah. I don't... Obviously, I don't deploy this fire elemental because it's just gonna get consumed by a Banshee. But the only problem you might have in this encounter is that surviving at the core. And you can see that I'm using the fire elemental. It's amazing. It's just best in the world. I believe it's gonna be one more attack and everything's gonna die. Yep. Chickens. That's how it works. Take all the gold. Yes, Pyromancer is gonna kill everybody, but the boss is dead. Ah. Of course. Sure. I believe Worgen's gonna finish. Yes, sir. You have a wonderful day. That was Thalnos, ladies and gents. Okay, Herod is the boss number 4. Here's 2 things you need to know about this guy. Thing number 1 is the way he fights. When you engage the fight, he spins for 4 seconds, then he rests for 4 seconds, he kneels. Then he attacks you with his axe. He can only attack single target for 15 seconds, and then the rotation starts all over again. So 4 seconds of spinning, 4 seconds of resting, 15 seconds of single target, and then again. Now, the heroic mechanic of this guy is every time you start fighting against him, his radius of aggro gets increased. Here's what it looks like. See? He starts walking to the skeleton, and this is his aggro radius. Right here. Okay, so it was right here. Now watch what happens when I summon a Quillbor by this summoning stone. Oh, actually no. He got aggroed by the harpy from here, so it's the same. Yeah, it's the same radius. So now his radius is increased. After this fight, his radius is going to be even higher and higher, and eventually he will aggro your core and he will come to kill you. Now, what I just said is probably not going to happen, because he will come to your core much earlier, because when he is here fighting your troops, he will already have a huge aggro radius and he will just come towards your core without actually reaching the maximum radius of aggro. If I simplify everything, his heroic mechanic in one sentence: every time you engage the fight, his aggro radius increases to the point where he comes to your core. And killing him at your core is the most effective way of killing him, because your troops can be deployed right away, right from your core. That is how it's done. Okay, Herod. Boss number 4.
Another challenger.
When I was doing that, I actually didn't know about the radius increase thing. I obviously found out after I did the kill, but accidentally I did it kind of exactly what I told you to do. Yeah, again, I didn't plan to do it, it just happened this way. See, I'm using the fire hammer because it's a perfect hero killer, range hero killer. Works really well with pretty much any talent, because all her talents are great. Yeah, not the most efficient use of chickens. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. This is actually the perfect way to kill the other troops. As you can see, his radius is already high. See, he just got aggroed by my kobold. Boom. Yeah, I was trying to actually deploy my chickens, and yeah, you can see everything. I believe now his radius is high enough and he's just gonna come to my core. He's not gonna come back home as soon as he kills this grunt. Yeah, so he's coming. And now he is going to die. See, my chickens are ready to go. Man, they are ready. We just need to wait until he spins. After his spinning, yeah, like that. So yeah, I'm preparing my butchers. There we go. Look what they're doing with this guy. Look what they are doing. Jesus Christ. That's how it's done, boys. Chickens is a solution. Like top DPS of PvE. Chickens. Okay, Inquisitor Whitemane. 99% of people think that these two have to die at the same time, otherwise, you know, you're not gonna win the match. That's not true. Morgraine can die first, and then you kill Whitemane, because when if you send your troops like this, they go, they kill Morgraine, and then they will all go to kill Whitemane. And if Whitemane doesn't have enough HP to survive that, she will die as well. So the strategy, the most effective way to kill her, you send a little bit of troops to her. She is resistant, as you can see this yellow outline on her number. She is resistant, which means she can take a lot of damage from physical attacks. You send chickens, you know what I'm saying? And what you do is you bring her HP down, and then you send all your troops to kill Morgraine, and then after that they will go to Whitemane and they will kill Whitemane. This is how I usually do it. The only thing you should be aware of is that when Morgraine dies, you're going to see the burning zone on the ground that kills low HP minis, but my Worgen didn't even die. It wasn't even enough to kill my Worgen. So that's not like super high damage. The heroic mechanic is that both of them have lifesteal. If they have lifesteal normal too, then there is no heroic mechanic, because there is absolutely no difference otherwise. One more time with one sentence. You bring her Whitemane's HP down to like 30%, and then you send all your troops to kill Morgraine, and then they will finish Whitemane. Obviously, you have to, just in case, have some unbound minis. In my deck, I will have Worgen. to help your army finish her off. That's all. And the final, man, they were all orange. I didn't know that. For the Scarlet Crusade, you're gonna die with your boyfriend. Again, it's gonna look like I kind of know what the AI is gonna do because I've done it like a couple of tens of attempts. We will steal this fire elemental and he will tank for us. And by the way, this fire elemental does extra damage to Morgraine, to the right guy. So it's actually the perfect tank for this encounter. That's why I have one in my deck and the one that I just stole. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-da-dam, bam, bam. We have Huntress in this enemy's mini pool. That's why, you know, it's kind of dangerous to use chickens, but man, you guys know me. You know what I'm saying? You even like, look at this. They're everywhere. That's how much I love them. Actually, when the game came out, I thought it was the most useless piece of shit in the game. Now I say it's like, first of all, they're cool, by like from the visual side perspective, but besides that, they just, you know, they do enormous amount of like, look at the DPS. Look at this. By the way, this is the ideal to actually start killing Morgraine right now. I'm doing the wrong thing, but it worked. It worked. See? We're going to kill Morgraine, and everybody will turn and go to Whitemane, who is not able to attack. And that is Lordaeron, ladies and gentlemen. Heroic, no talents, no heroes used. The next zone, I believe, is Hinterlands. Subscribe, unsubscribe, talk trash, you know the rest. That's all.